guys, here we go with our Butcher from SooSooToys. And to tell you I'm excited about this one would be an understatement because I know what's coming from SooSooToys, which is going to be John Lander, a.k.a. Homelander. So I'm super excited for that one. But here we go. We got the box right here. I've got this one, Mr. Butcher, right there. Nice little box art. This is definitely a stylized box art. It's not really a photo of the figure because we don't get this portrait. So this is just some stylized artwork. We do have it down here, SST 025, 6-scale collectible figure. On the side, we've got Butcher, SooSooToys. There we go on the side, and Mr. Butcher. And then all your whodunits are there on the back. Now, keep in mind, this is an unlicensed figure, and it is a third party by SooSooToys. So if you want to pick this up, just know that going ahead of time. All right, so we got an insert, which again, stylized. We don't get this portrait, so there's that. It would be nice if they actually used artwork of the figure. That would be kind of nice, but you know, whatever. It's not like anybody actually displays these things. So there's that. So let me get you out of here. Now, this was kind of interesting. When I opened this first time, I thought this was a little strange. So the baby, this is probably the creepiest accessory I've seen in a while. But you actually get the little baby here, and it comes with a battery, and actually comes with a circuit board that it is not included in the actual figure. It comes in a little baggie with 2 batteries. But you actually have to put the circuit board in the head with the battery in the head, and then it's a touch sensor, which is kind of cool. And they give you 2 batteries, which that's kind of nice. So there's that. It's not, and you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but the lights are actually on. And it's touch sensitive, so they just keep coming on by themselves. I don't know how that's going to work in the long run. But we do get some vials of Compound V. Let me just kind of open these up. These are super small. And, you know, if Compound V was an actual thing in real life, would you take it? Would you? I'd like to know that in the comment section down below. Here's some vials of Compound V. Nice little look to them. I don't mind those. I mean, it feels like something Deadpool would definitely try. But would you? So that's a good question in the comment section. We do have the child with an extra head. We get Butcher with... We'll get to that in just a second. Let's take a look at the child for a second. You know what? Let's just do this. Here's another tray. We get another tray, actually, of accessories and all kinds of stuff. So let's just get this stuff out of here. Because it actually comes with a significant amount of accessories for the cost. And I like that about some of these third-party figures. They give you a lot of stuff. And, you know, it makes you think like the licensed figures could give you a lot more stuff, too. So our Compound V's going all over the place. What are you doing, man? Don't go flying everywhere. Okay, so let's take a look at this baby. I know everybody's super excited about this, so let me just get him out of the package. It is super creepy. I got to be honest with you. That is one creepy accessory. Let's zoom into this scene. It's like a off cream colored outfit. There's not a whole lot of paint applications going on with this, which is fine because I don't think I'm going to display mine with it anyways, but that's fine. The head is scary. The eyes are huge, and it's just creepy. But, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. So this head, if you want to know, this head pops right off. Nice little peg right there. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. And then you get the swap out of this, which you can see it's a touch sensor. You can see right there. And you just pop that right on there, and there's your light up function with your eyes, which are pretty bright. To show you what that looks like, I'm going to pop that head off. This is actually the circuit board that comes in the figure. And there it is. So the battery slides in right there. And then that's the LED. It's just one single LED. So all you do is pop this right in here. Pop his little cap back on here. And there you go. So touch off. There it goes. So pretty cool little accessory. If you want to display yours like that, you can. We get some hands. Let's see if we can get these out of here real quick. We get it's like some fists, and the paint applications look a little strange, but we'll see. We'll see how it matches up to the actual head sculpt. So it looks like we got some just relaxed fitting hands on the actual figure. Then we get some fists. We get some weapon holding hands, and we get like almost like a compound V. Let's look at this one. This is probably the largest of the set. But these paint applications are not terrible. What kind of threw me off the side was the inside, but I don't guess that really matters. You can see the color difference. That's not terrible. There's not a whole lot of paint applications. It's not like you're going to see like this freckling and veins and all that kind of stuff going on in the paint apps, but it's fine. I don't really have too much of a problem with that. That's okay. And the eyes on the child are they're back on again. Let's see how many times they come on. How many times? Okay. Like nobody's touching it. Just stay off, creepy child. So we're going to get some hands and we're going to get the actual figure. Look, they're on again. Stop it. Freaking me out, dude. So let's look at this Carl Urban sculpt. This, I think, looks quite good. Now, SooSooToys on previous figures I've got from them have done a really good job on the portraits. So I'm actually not too terribly surprised they did a good job with this one. Let's kind of zoom in here just a little bit. But I think they did a really good job with this one. Paint applications look good. I have no issues with that. The sculpt, I think, is good. This is far superior to the other one we're going to look at here in just a second. But yeah, I think they did a really good job. The hair sculpt is nice. You can see some nice detail going on there with this little, messy hairdo he's got up top and the flipping around the back. I think they did a good job. There's not a whole lot of paint applications going on with the hair. The beard looks like it's got some nice sculpt going on, but I wouldn't say it's like overly done. I think it's sufficient, honestly, for the cost. I don't think there's any problem with that whatsoever. The eyes look good. The expression is fine. Really don't have any issues with that whatsoever. I think they did a fine job. This other one, on the other hand, if I can get this guy out of here, this one, let's see here, that's just terrible. For all the good sculpts SooSooToys has put out, this one shocks me that it got past the approval process. I don't understand it. I think they would have been better served not including this in the box at all. And then if you don't include this in a box at all, and you only have this, like you have nothing to apologize for. You have nothing to make excuses for it. It's just it's a good looking portrait. Whereas this, when you include something like this as an accessory, you're automatically opening yourself up to criticism. And it was unnecessary, in my opinion. I just don't see anybody using this. I think the teeth is maybe the issue. There is a gap back here. You can see you can see right there's a gap there. I think the odds of anybody using this are pretty freaking slim. I don't know. It's not as good as this one. So let's take a look at this one real quick. Before we look, these eyes are on again. Saw that? Nobody, oh no, they're freaking me out, dude. Stop it. Stop it. Let's take a look at the jacket. The jacket and the tailoring. And that's one thing I really liked on the Green Vigilante. I think they did a really good job on the tailoring on that figure. It was fantastic. And this one, it appears they did a good job on this one as well. You can see like the sewing, the seamstress going on down there. Nice little tailoring going on here. The fabric feels like it's a quality material. Got some nice elbow pads going on there. Nice belt wrap going around from the back of the jacket. This is a nice looking jacket. I can tell you that first joint I moved, that was tight. You guys are probably hearing that. That's not a big fan of that. But we'll see how that goes. Inside, oh yeah, nice. We got a nice lining on the inside of the jacket. That's sweet. Nice little Hawaiian shirt's got going on there. Nothing. Is this? These are actual buttons. So those are actual snap buttons. That's kind of. I've seen some companies using magnets. I've seen some companies using Velcro. I think Velcro would have been just fine too, or either one. But these are fine. These are not bad. Nice little shirt design here. This is just a general denim material. It's not. I don't think it's actual denim. I think it's too lightweight for that, but it does have the appearance of that. And I think that's fine. Nice belt. So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. The boots. No paint applications on the boots except for, oh, nope, there's a little bit of mud going on here at the bottom. So that's a nice touch. And then there's your tread for those who are interested in that. There's no wire that I can feel in the actual jacket. So that might be something we add. So I may actually like cut a hole right here and add a wire around. Let's see here. Is there one? Okay, there's one in the bottom. Yeah, there's one in the bottom, but not one here. I think I would like to add one here to have it more. We'll see. We'll see how that goes on when I have some more time to spend with it. Let's see here. The joints, you guys heard that, right? Not a big fan of that. That is tight. Like I'm trying, hold on. I'm going to have to heat that up. That doesn't want to move. That's scary. That tells me it's probably a single joint. Let's see, here's a bicep here. Those joints do not want to move. I'm applying a significant amount of pressure on there. I'm gonna have to heat those up. That sucks. You don't want to do that. Legs are gonna go out way far. Double bend on the knee, so no issues with that. Pretty good ankle movement, even though it's got a pretty tall boot. If I feel like there's an ankle extender in there, comes like Thor. So I'm wondering if that's going to be, yeah, I think there's the ankle extender. I wonder if that's going to be like a posing problem with balance. We'll have to see about that. I'm going to have to heat those up. So yeah, let's see if I can't get the jacket off. At least we'll look at it without the shirt, without the jacket on. Let's pop these hands off. Yep, one hand. Oh, come on now. Two hands. Let's see if we can't get this jacket off. See what it looks like underneath. See if we're having some difficulties here. It's got some big old shoulders. He didn't skip shoulder day. Dang. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what's going on with this. That's a nice sculpt on the arms. I think they did a good job with that. But that's definitely a single joint. Why? SooSooToys. I just gave you such high praise, and then you give me some single joint garbage. I swear. All right. Let's see if we can't try and move this thing. Okay, there we go. Like, it doesn't look bad. It's not like the bicep. This mold right here, I think looks pretty good, and I like this mold. So this appears to be something new, because I don't think I've seen this before. So if this is a new body they're going to be using, I don't know it's a bad thing. That kind of bothers me. You guys know my thoughts about that. And let's see if we can't get this. You guys seeing this? Is there different coloration going on here to here? This is more red than this. Whereas this one looks okay. That one looks like it matches pretty good. This was, he's sunburned on that arm only. All right, let's see if we can get this to bend. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's definitely sunburned on that arm, just on his forearm, bicep. He had his arm out the window when he's driving down the road. That's what happened on the trip. So, all right, so that's that. You guys can let me know. I kind of like the look without the jacket. I kind of dig that. But obviously, we'll have the jacket to mess with as well. Sorry. So let's take a look at the base. This is a typical SooSooToys base. This little diamond plate deal we got going on with the boys and the blood splatter going on. I think that looks just fine. No issues with that. Typical little cheap crotch grabber. And then this, like, even if you don't like the figure, the accessories are awesome. And for the price point, like, this is a good deal, I think. Let's just go ahead and get into the Barrett. This Barrett, oh man, that's an unlicensed Barrett. Let me get you guys out of the way. Look at this. That is cool. Now, I think there are about 0 paint applications on this for anybody who is curious, but it does look cool. Nice. Oh, nice. That's a nice little spring in there. That's cool. Just open up. Oh yeah, we get a little bullet action in the magazine. That's nice. As you can see right there, got a little plastic going on the scope. Like, this is nicely done. I like this accessory. I really, really do. I think it definitely is in need of some paint applications. So I may go with like maybe an olive drab, or maybe a desert tan. That would be kind of cool. So we'll kind of play around with that. I wonder if does this move? If this moves, I'm going to be blown away. Okay, the safety switch doesn't move. I thought that would have been like a ridiculous next level touch, but that safety switch definitely does not move. That is super cool. So you're going to get this, and you get two magazines. If I can get the other one out. Well, take my word for it. We get 2 magazines to go with this, so that is awesome. We get a little M4 action. And it's always the case, like these accessories are never the easiest thing to get out. And I look, hey, look, oh, we got a little grip stock here. Come on. Why are you being difficult? Don't be difficult. Get out of here. Nice. Little M4 action right here. Again, no paint applications to speak of. It is permanently on safe. That is strange. Why would they mold it to where it's permanently on safe? Why wouldn't they flip those and make that fire? That's kind of weird. Stock moves. Actually comes out a ridiculous long way. That's unreasonable. You'd probably only want it about there. Oh, that comes off. Kind of nice. We got some iron sights. We got ACOG sights. It looks like right there. So that's kind of nice. We got a magazine pops out. We do. And that's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't think the breech opens on. Does the breech open on this? Oh, the breech does open. Look at that. It's got some nice copper or brass. Yeah, that's brass. Brass painted interior on the breech. That's super cool. I like that weapon as well. That's cool. Then we're going to get a drill, which is nicely painted. This metallic paint they've got going on here looks super realistic. I'm a big fan of that. I think this is just fine. There's no markings. There's no brand or anything on there. But if I had to guess, I mean, it'd be like a Nikita. Be kind of like that about their colors. But it looks pretty good. Obviously, it's not branded. Let me show that. We get a prod. Well, I can't get the prod out. We get a crowbar here, which looks pretty. This is not die cast. These are absolutely plastic. And there's actually paint applications on there like rust. I don't know how well that's coming across, which is going to be very hard to see. But there's actually rust paint going on around there. So that's actually quite impressive. Deal with that. We're going to get, let's see if I can get this prod out of here. No. Come here. That's a cool weapon. This is something Deadpool would have a lot of fun with. Nice little paint applications. Silver with a little brass, copperish colors going on there. Nice grip. Again, not die cast, but, you know, no big deal. And then the last accessory, if I can get this out of the package, maybe. I'm just going to dump it up. Hey, look at that. It does come with a couple magazines for the M4. So you're curious about that. It's got 2 of those. We get a sledgehammer, which does a nice little wood grain effect on there. So, yeah, I like all these. So I think, you know, just first impressions, the accessories are awesome. Love those things. The portrait right here is fantastic. Carl Urban, 100%, looks fantastic. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. Like it's pretty stinking good, especially from like a 3/4 angle. You know, above, yeah, it's still pretty good. This one, huge disappointment. It's terrible, and I don't know why they even bothered to put that in the box. That's kind of crazy. The head with the eyes with the light up function with the creepy baby. It is just that. It is 100% creepy. And I don't know if I can get it back out of the box. I don't know how many people are actually going to use this. Focus up for me. They're fairly bright, honestly. If I kill the lights, you can see what they look like right there. They're fairly bright as far as that LED goes. But, so I drop stuff. Yeah. It just keeps coming back on. So I probably will just remove that battery because it keeps coming back on. Even just like shaking the tray, it's coming on. So if I was to store it away like that in the box, I wouldn't really know. It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat. In the box is a child. Are the lights on or are the lights off? Schrodinger's cat right there. I don't know. All right. Anyways, let's get this stuff together. Let's pose this figure. All right, guys. Here's our first look at Butcher posed up without the jacket, because I figured we'd kind of do this first and then we'll throw the jacket on him. And I wanted to do just a replica of a scene where he's got the drill, and he wasn't wearing the jacket in that scene because I did check it out. And this is actually a pretty good look. You can see the likeness. If I bounce back in here, the likeness on that portrait is quite good. It really is. With some solid lighting, which I think I have right here. I think Carl Urban definitely comes out in this likeness. I think it looks quite fantastic. So if I kind of zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see what we got going on. That is a very long drill. But yeah, I think that kind of looks pretty good. And I'm pretty pleased with this first little pose. Not too difficult to pose. You know my thoughts on single joint elbows. That kind of sucks, and it doesn't limit it. But look at the width on the shoulders of this guy. If I can kind of run around here. The width on the shoulders of this guy, I think they nailed the proportions really well. I think they did a good job with that. I like the bicep detail. I think they did a good job with that. And then the extra hands and whatnot, I think work for this particular accessory, and I just think it looks quite good. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But I think for this first one, I think they did a pretty good job. So we're gonna try to pull off some more poses and see what we can come up with. What does Butcher do when he's got some free time? Well, he drinks some coffee and chills with his Barrett 50 cal. So here it is, guys. The second pose in this. I borrowed a chair from the Mandarin. I almost said the Mandalorian. From the Mandarin from Iron Man 3. I borrowed his chair for this pose. I think it looks pretty stinking good. Kind of zooming in. This is something I think he would do. He would definitely sit back. He would have a weapon at hand, and he would have some coffee. So I definitely would do that. I need to get like some 6 scale liquor and beer bottles and that kind of stuff to pose with these figures, because clearly he wasn't afraid to have a drink either. But I want you to take a look at the portrait. Like this portrait, I just think they nailed it. I think they did a really good job. By the way, that coffee cup is from Scarlet Spider. So 2 accessories not included with this figure in this pose. But I think this looks pretty stinking sick. So that's why you have a lot of figures, is so you can mix up accessories and just create whatever the heck you want. But I think this looks super cool. So this one's simple. The ankle joints are a little strange with those ankle extenders. It's kind of like if you owned Infinity War Thor, or even the new in-game Thor with those ankle extenders, you know what I'm talking about. Same issue. Okay, same issue. But he's a taller fella, so I mean, I get it. But definitely the same issue. But this right here, worth the price of admission in my opinion. If he's going to stand up during the recording of this because of those joints, and because I literally have him balanced and a little bit of a walking pose on one little toe back there on the back. So if he falls over, it'll be for your viewing pleasure. But this guy looks pretty cool. Put the jacket back on there. There is a wire in the jacket along the bottom, which does allow us to flare it out just a touch on the bottom, which I think looks pretty good. I did switch out the fisted hand, and I switched out the crowbar, so I think it looks pretty good. For those wondering what the heck the other portrait looks like, I ain't using that thing. It's freaking terrible. So we won't be doing that. But look at this. Straight up, looks like a fantastic figure. I'm pretty pleased with this figure, to be quite honest with you, for the price point. So if you want one of these, check out Pop Collectibles. They've got them up for pre-order or in stock. I don't know if they've already sold out of them. Yeah, I don't know. But check them out. Discount code Patrol at checkout. Save you a little bit of money. But this guy right here I think looks fantastic. Let me know your thoughts on this guy in the comment section, and whether or not you're going to be picking this up. But SooSooToys continues to knock it out of the park. Again, I'm a little disappointed on the elbows. But they give us a new body. The shoulders on this thing are, I mean, they're broad. They're huge. So I do like that. I like the biceps. I think they look good, and I think the proportions look good. Would have been nice to have a double jointed elbow, but this might be one figure I might give a little bit of a pass to that too, and I might not. I don't know. We'll see. But you guys can let me know your thoughts down below. But this thing, I mean, just like this, I dig it. All right, guys, last up, I wanted to do a little bit of a running pose with our Carl Urban Butcher here and the child, which is creepy as hell, to be quite honest with you. I've got him holding his N4 kind of behind him. He's got his jacket, which is nice because it has that wire in it. We can have some fun with that. And I did use the display stand, so if I can just kind of rotate him. I don't have him on a turntable or anything right this second. But you can get an idea kind of what's going on. He is running from somebody with the child. Now, if I didn't have the child in his hand, I could have him in a little bit more leaning forward pose, but I was having difficulty with him actually just holding on to the child and not falling out. But you can get an idea of what's going on here. I think this is a super cool release by SooSooToys. I'm super excited they did it, and I'm happy that we got this portrait to go with it and not this other one. And because if I can get it out of the package, this one's quite, like, just saying here, it's just, yeah. I mean, you guys tell me. Really? Like, I don't know who this is, but this right here, that's Carl Urban. I think they did a good job. So anyways, hope you guys like this video. Oh, that's a little shaky. Hope you guys like this video, and hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already done that. Join the Facebook group, Jedha Patrol, link in the description below. If you want to get one of these, check out Pop Collectibles in the link down below as well. And yeah, as always, click what you like. See you next time.